Belinda and HarperAudio Australia present this unabridged recording of Shadows of Wildstone, written by Mandy Magro and read by Alicia Banit. For my soul sisters, in alphabetical order because you're all equally special to me, Beck, Helen, Suze, and Tia. I'm eternally grateful I've found my wild tribe of like-minded, free-spirited, inspirational women. Life wouldn't be the same without having all of you skipping and laughing alongside me. And we'll always adjust each other's crowns, without conditions or expectations. I just know it. Love you all heaps. Kiss, kiss. If you throw caution to the wind, how far do you have to fall before you create a void between the present and the past? Chapter 1. The day after her 29th birthday, Nyah Love did what she always did when she felt pent up. She ran. The physical exertion served as a temporary balm for the emotional scars she carried. And although she knew her path might, one far-off day, lead her southward, back to the New South Wales township of Wildstone, where she'd have to confront her disgruntled mother and her horrific past head-on. For now, and the foreseeable future, she relished the solace she always found in the rhythmic cadence of her feet pressing against the tropical, far north Queensland earth. Beside her, her faithful 3-year-old giant poodle, Ragnar, named after her favourite Vikings character, kept pace with ease. His curly black coat shone under the gentle rays of the rising sun as he proudly carried his beloved squishy toy duck between his teeth, its occasional squeak bringing smiles to the faces of other exercise junkies who were also out at sun-up. For Nyah, this was the best time of the day, before she was bombarded by the hectic and sometimes heartbreaking expectations of her job as a child psychologist at the Palm Cove State Primary School. As for her 4-legged exercise buddy, come rain, hail, or shine, Ragnar always joined her on her daily treks, and she adored him for his unconditional companionship. Unlike most people she'd encountered throughout her life, bar her father Robert and stepmom Ray, her pooch offered unwavering strength, and his loyalty was a comfort against the uncertainties that often lingered within her heart. The tropical humidity hung in the air as the first rays of dawn painted the ocean-hugged coastline of the Cairns Esplanade with a vibrant array of mesmerizing shades, the hues of ruddy rose and fiery auburn blending together to create a breathtaking panorama against the emerging powder blue spring sky. Wiping beads of sweat from her brow, Nyah enjoyed the invigorating scene unfolding as her runners left the concrete path and met the timber boardwalk with a steady rhythm. As she circled the glistening lagoon that buzzed with an early class of aqua aerobics, her quickened breath mingled with the salty breeze from the nearby Coral Sea as she immersed herself in the old-school trance music playing from her AirPods. For her, this was her ultimate happy place. Cardio was her saving grace from what could sometimes be an overwhelmingly chaotic world, and each of her practiced footsteps was a declaration of her commitment to face the shadows of her past that, if left to darken, would threaten to consume her. And she knew all too well what that deep, dark hole felt like. She was never going back there. Her long, dark curls pulled back into a ponytail that swayed in time with her movements, and her piercing blue eyes focused on the horizon, where the endless expanse of sea met with the sky. She slowed a little as she jogged along the familiar path, towards the pier where she would circle back to her Jeep Wrangler. Watching one of the tourist boats heading out for the day, she felt her mind float back to last month when she, her dad, and Ray had joined a snorkeling trip out to the reef. What a magical day it had been, witnessing the brightly coloured aquatic world that thrived beneath the water's surface. It had blown her mind to learn that the Great Barrier Reef was one of the very few biological structures visible from space. She couldn't wait to find the right moment to go back and do it again.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?